Hello, my dear gardeners. Every year I'm trying to grow plants for the back of my porch from seeds, part of which I start inside in my house. But since we don't have all that equipment, all those lamps and sunny windows where I can grow those magnificent, nice seedlings inside the house 8 weeks before the planting time, I decided this year that I will plant my seeds straight into the pots at the back porch. So I did it this year. And you know what? I think I was successful because we had very long, cold spring. So let's take a tour of my back porch and see what's growing there. Also, I have a new addition in the form of the chair, which I love. It made such a big difference in my life as a gardener. Here at the back porch, my roses are not ready to bloom yet. Only Olivia Austin is showing her blooms. So my back porch, when you're looking at it, right away you will see this wonderful, beautiful lounge chair right there. And the minute I saw it, I believe I saw it at Home Depot, I sat on it and I said, oh my gosh, this is so comfortable. This chair is made out of artificial wicker, and we have garden furniture made out of artificial wicker for many years in the garden, and it's virtually indestructible. Plus, I like how it is, it looks very nice and light and clean. Of course, cushions are light, they can get dirty quickly, but I sew so I can do the reupholstery. So we bought this chair, I put it here, and now this is a favorite place for everybody to hang out, because let me show you. You sit on this chair and this is what you see. You basically see the whole garden. And because our garden is so protected, we really don't see any neighbors. All this is in front of my eyes, and I love it. We used to have just simple folding chair, and I remember people wouldn't sit there for a long time because it was kind of tight and surrounded by a lot of plants. But now this chair is here, and those cushions, those side cushions, make all the world of a difference. So this is one of those wonderful additions into the garden, which makes the garden the extension of the home. So here we go. Let's see what's going on here. I ordered some unusual seeds for me this year. Some of them I never grew before. So let's start with these front two pots. This pot was attacked by some sort of animals. You see, they left, maybe it was a raccoon, they left some craters here. And I thought, oh my gosh, my seeds probably are all upside down. It is a lace flower, green mist. And lace flower has very gracious dome blooms. I would say it's a very cottage plant, cottage garden plant. So I decided to buy those seeds because they're very attractive to pollinators. The dome-shaped rosette flowers are extremely attracted to pollinators. So I planted, seeds are very small, so I planted maybe a lot of them. So let's see, if they would be very tight here, I will just move them away. Next pot. Okay, I'm not good with words, with names. Brachycomb, Blue Splendor. And Brachycomb is a wonderful annual. It is it has beautiful blue flowers. It blooms itself away all summer. Again, new annual for me. I planted it also from seeds, and you see a lot of them sprouted. I kind of didn't know what to expect. We had a lot of heavy rains at some point, and I thought that, oh my gosh, how are my seeds going to grow? So I kind of overcompensated with putting seeds in, and looks like they had great germination. Well, but of course, my beautiful sedum, the king of my back porch. Just look what a lollipop it is. I fertilize it in pots, and my sedum lives. What do we have here? We have little bacoba, which I just purchased as a plant already. And it's small here, but it's getting adjusted to its new location. I particularly like this old pot. Next set of pots, we have 2 oldies and 4 annuals. So the oldies are, again, sedum, autumn joy, also growing there. These are happy chives, which can never be replanted. They just sit here year after year in that pot and bloom galore. And here, look at these very interesting leaves. This is Nemophila total eclipse. And by the way, if I wouldn't keep the names, I would totally forget what they are. And Nemophila total eclipse has very unusual flowers. It's an annual. I believe it's an annual native to Australia. And it has dark purple, almost black flowers with white ridges. So it looks very like you discover a treasure suddenly in the attic. You open the old trunk, and here is Nemophila total eclipse, a treasure. So it would be very colorful on my porch. On this tall pot, in this tall pot, I planted calendula. And you might say, what are those little sticks there? You know what I did? I was cutting my hydrangeas in the front, and instead of throwing all those beautiful light sticks, I cut them in small pieces, and I am trying to protect my seedlings from strong sun. I'm trying to protect the surface of the soil. And it looks like it's working. Very often, this pot is, the surface of the soil is dry already, and here the soil is still wet. So, surprisingly, the mophead hydrangea sticks are heavy, they're easy to cut, and they're very they're not porous inside, but they're very light inside. So they make a nice and quick job to introduce, whenever you have something like this open, you can do something like that instead of throwing all those sticks away. This, I think, looks very colorful. My husband gave me a gift of a pot at some point, so I introduced a little bit more of Nemophila into this pot. And I think I again overseeded it a little bit. So I would need to feed my pots very well this year. Here we have anise. And some people can confuse it with fennel. Fennel is used for cooking. The greenery of fennel is used, but anise is used for seeds in cooking. But I like that fennel shape of its blooms. So I decided to go for that annual and see how it will feel in this pot. Again, germination was great. You see, almost all the seeds, I kind of planted them in the circle. And they are, they're building up their bodies very quickly. And on this side, we have, let me see, again, lace flower. Yes, lace flower, let me see. Lace flower got a little bit dirty. Lace flower, green mist. Also, the germination was good. A little bit of weeds there. I will get them out. And here we have another sedum growing. And by the way, look at my rose, ready to bloom. Vanessa Bell. Oh my gosh, this is a time when all the rose growers, they are pretty excited, I must say. And on this side, look at these blooms. Oh my gosh, almost ready to open. I like to experiment with different annuals. And I like to grow annuals which I have never grown before. This way it gives me that knowledge of different plants. And believe me, there were a lot of failures. I believe last year I was trying to grow salvia, Monday salvia, I believe the name of it was. I'm not really good with names. And it was such a poor performer for me. And I planted her in, I believe, 4 different pots. And all of them, they grew, salvia grew, but it wasn't really performing well. And it finished its growing season very quickly. So that's out for me. This year I bought salvia, black and blue. She's right here near me. I planted 4 of them in the front, and I planted 2 of them near my Olivia Austin rose. So let's see how those will go. And 2 of them will go into the pot at the back porch. So I guess you can say that I am mixing different annuals, perennials, annuals growing from seeds and coming from the store. So I will see you in my next video. Happy gardening!